work over the past 2 decades has primarily involved investigating the secret lives of the adult stage of aquatic insects, and also engaging in my passion of taxonomy, where I look at caddisflies both at the larval and the adult stage. Insect taxonomy may not quite have the same appeal as, say, a marine biologist or a forensic scientist, and it's a constant world of discovery. I get to find new species, I've named new species, and I've even had new species named after me. And the information to identify the adult stage of these aquatic insects spans over 40+ documents published over the last 150 years. So my aim was to bring all this information together and basically produce a one-stop caddisfly identification guide that would enable the identification of as many species as possible. I was able to produce identification guides to 209 species of named caddisflies, and also enabled the identification of 14 species of unnamed caddisflies. Why should people care about this? Well, if we don't know how many species we have, then it makes conservation of species or conservation of threat habitats all the more difficult. Caddisflies are a diverse group of freshwater insects, and they occupy most freshwater habitats. So these are lakes, rivers, streams and seepages. We have well over 240 species of caddisflies known from New Zealand. They're unique to New Zealand and found nowhere else on the planet. Aquatic insects, they actually lead double lives. So they have a juvenile stage which lives in the water, which we're most familiar with in terms of biomonitoring. And we have an adult stage which lives on land, which we're probably less familiar with. With our juvenile stages, they're involved in biomonitoring. When we have adverse conditions, these groups are the first to go. The adult caddisflies, on the other hand, tend to be terrestrial. They provide an important conduit between the aquatic environment and the terrestrial environment. In terms of a restoration context, you can restore your stream, you can fence the cattle off, you can plant your trees, you can get the water temperature down because you have nice shade, you can provide fish habitat. But at the end of the day, if you're not providing the fundamental basic requirements of aquatic insects such as caddisflies, mayflies or stoneflies, then all that work may be in vain.